Okay, so the other day in Baby's stream, while he was going around 50 on Shangri-La, I told him that my PB on Shangri-La was 52, and he decided to purposely go past 52 and beat mine just to spite me.
I'm so glad I'm beating this PB. I need at least one on you. I'm so glad. Thank God. Now, 53. See you later, Caleb. Sit down, pussy.
And obviously, I could not let that slide, so just a couple hours afterwards, I had to start Shangri-La and immediately go to beat his new PB of around 54 that he got on stream. And while I do like Shang, it's not really a map I play often, and that 52 PB I actually got on like one of my second times actually sitting down and playing the map. Not actually my second attempt, but like my second time actually sitting down and playing the map a couple times. I honestly just don't think this map is as hard as people say it is. The Wonder Weapon on it has an insane amount of ammo, and you can pretty much just run around a couple different areas and train and get to 50 pretty easily. And so I spent the early game pretty much just getting jugged. Then after that, I just started putting all my points into the box, hoping to get to 3179 JGB 215, or for you normies that don't know the name off the top of your head, the baby gun. And for whatever reason, this thing is insanely rare, so it took forever to get. And then I opened up to this room, which is the room I was hopefully just going to be training in for most of the game. And then on round 11, I finally got a ray gun, which in doing that, I traded my pistol at some point by accident. Was not supposed to do that because I wanted Mustang and Sally's, but yeah, I got rid of it by accident and didn't want to restart. So after getting the ray gun, I immediately went and got Flopper because I wanted something at least good until I was able to get the baby gun. And for the time I didn't have the baby gun, I decided to just hang out in this room with the ray gun because this is pretty much the only room that I knew was actually a decent training spot. The strat I used in my old video where I got to 50 is a very old strat and it's just not really that great, especially on the early rounds when the spawns are slower. But finally, at the end of round 17, I was able to get the baby gun. If you've never used this thing, it's pretty undeniably a top 5 wonder weapon of all time. It has a ton of ammo, and it basically works like a thunder gun, but instead of instantly killing them, it just turns them into babies, and you can shoot them with anything or just walk into them and they'll die. You literally can use this thing unpack-a-punch to 250 without running into any ammo problems. So after that, I pretty much just ran around in this room, kind of just spamming the baby gun, trying to learn like how to train in here, as I didn't do it last time when I played to 50. Last time I played, I kind of ran around like the minecart area. I don't know what to call it, the area where the MPL is. So I'd never really trained in here and was just kind of trying to get used to it. But I mean, with the baby gun on this low of a round, it's kind of like impossible to die. You can pretty much just spam wherever you want. If you get low on ammo, you can just have one of the monkeys come and change a drop into a max, which I didn't even really need to do because this thing has 30 shots unpack-a-punched. And each shot can kill a full horde, so you really won't run out of ammo, like, at all. Also, on round 24, I got a fire sale, and from the first hit of it, I got monkeys, so those will just be helpful for, I mean, being able to throw them when a drop comes so I can get a monkey to turn something into a max, because for this strategy, I opened to this room from the complete other side of the map, like from, you know, the power room, like all the way over there. I opened all the way over here, so it would take monkeys like forever to get over here and change drops, and sometimes it seemed like they wouldn't even show up, so having monkeys to throw to actually have them change stuff in would be very helpful. Also, if I go down, they'll be very helpful to distract the zombies so I can actually recover and not just die immediately. Now, at around 30, I started trying to do a strategy that I've seen people do in streams and videos before that I wasn't exactly sure how to run, but basically you Simtex and then shoot the zombies with the baby gun here, and then run over here, and it will like do some spawn control and make it a lot easier to get a horde together. Now, it's going to be slower than what I was doing, but a lot safer, and for someone who has barely played Shang, safer is just better for me. Like I said, even now that I'm editing this, I don't actually know if I was doing it right. I don't know if I had the correct doors open for it, but it was working out for me and seemed safe, but it was very, very slow. But I mean, I'll take it because I've barely played Shang, so a safe strat is fine with me. In the early 30s, I don't think are fast enough to do the actual strat. Either that or I was just doing it wrong. Honestly, there may be both, but who knows. So for the early 30s doing this, it honestly didn't feel like that much easier than just running around in that room. But I still was trying it just, you know, to see how it went. Because like I said, I'm not much of a Shang player. I've barely played it, but I didn't think it was that hard in the times that I have played it, just because the Wonder Weapon kind of just hard carries it. And honestly, there are some rooms that are pretty easy to train in, like this one. Once you get to this point where the spawns are at least somewhat fast, it's pretty easy to train in here. There will be some intense moments, but a lot of the time you can get a horde in there pretty easily. So I'd pretty much just run to this area, let the zombies spawn in, then just run straight back to the, I don't know what you call that room, AK-47 room, geyser room, whatever, and then just get the horde in there, Semtex in the doorway, kill them, and then just repeat that. That's pretty much what I was doing. And then occasionally this fire zombie or the screaming zombie would show up. When a fire zombie would show up, I would usually just try and let him explode in this little doorway. And then I would just stand inside of the actual room and let the zombies run into the fire and die. When the actual, like the screaming one would show up, I wouldn't do anything different. I would just let it stay in the horde with the regular zombies. Because, I mean, that one didn't really seem like much of a threat. It would kind of blur your vision a little bit, but I mean, it's still pretty easy to see where you are. So I wouldn't do anything weird with that one, but with the fire one, I would just let him explode in the doorway and just let him kill some zombies and then get a horde together in here and continue the strategy. And now for most of the clips for the rest of this game, I'm gonna have to mute the entire like game and recording audio because I was in a Discord call with some friends. But like I said at the beginning of this video, I really did not find this map to be as hard as most people say. Like I've heard most people say that getting to 30, 50 or anything is a struggle on this map. I never really had that problem with this map. I honestly found other BO1 maps to be harder than this one, like 5, honestly. I think my highest on 5 is like the 40s, and this one, I mean, I got the 50 on like my second time playing it, but I also haven't really played 5 that much either, so maybe that one's just as easy and I just haven't played it as much. But I seem to do better on maps where the strategy is just kind of training with a wonder weapon rather than trap strats. But yeah, this map didn't really find it to be too hard. I'm on 38 now. It's not super slow, but it's not super fast. I hadn't run into any ammo problems, and I hadn't even taken it down yet. So this game was going very well, and this was my first attempt.
But I'm pretty sure I got my only reason I got my Instagram account banned. I was kept making fun of like suicidal people.
Ben, do you remember when I had to make a Snapchat account, like a new one, like every couple weeks, literally? Oh, what? I just went
What were you
down.
doing?
Oh, my insta-kill ran out. Oh, that's my first down. Yeah, so while using an insta-kill, I kind of didn't realize it'd run out, and also I'm pretty sure one of the monkeys that steals the power-ups walked up and kind of trapped me against that zombie as well, and I just hadn't noticed it when I was actually playing and just now noticed it while editing. So that sucks, but I mean, first down on round 38, and my goal for this was to only beat 54, is completely fine. I'll take that.
And disappear? You can't do that now?
Escape, that was calling me.
I think that people can't hold their breath for very long, and that happened. It's just scientific proof that you can't hold your breath forever.
Hold on, I have
I
to
don't
log
know how
in.
that'll be disrespectful in any type of way.
Oh my gosh, longest red screen of my life. Oh my gosh, I was red screen for a solid 30 seconds. Honestly, the fact I survived that is literally astounding. I definitely deserved to die there, but every time I was getting hit, I was just perfectly regenning right before it and was red screen for like literally ever. That was just insanely lucky. And as far as strategy goes, I was doing literally the same strat that I had been doing, but it's even easier now because the spawns are faster, which just means there's less late spawners, and getting the horde together is just even easier and quicker. So I would literally just start in that other room, run in here, get the horde together, put a semtex down in the doorway, baby gun them, and just repeat. This strategy is literally insanely easy, and you can start it at like round 30. Honestly, if you just play smart and safe and know how to do trades on this map, you could probably get to around 100 doing this strat. It would probably just take like, I don't know, 10 to 12 hours-ish, but this strat is pretty easy. And I'll just put this in the video because I figured someone might ask about it. But since you only get 4 Semtex, what I do when I was out of them, I would literally just run over here, buy 4 more, and then just baby gun these ones and just trample them and then run straight back over here. Occasionally I would miss a zombie doing that just because they would kind of get like out of their tight group. But yeah, that's how you get the Semtex back. I mean, really easy, pretty simple. Probably didn't need to explain it, but I just will just in case someone was wondering. And then finally, after nearly 2.5 hours into the game, I hit round 50 with only 1 down, and I don't know if this map is just normally that slow because I'm not a huge Shang player, or if this strategy I was doing is just slow. Probably the strategy because I didn't really look anything up and was kind of just guessing on how to do it. So it was probably just my fault, but yeah, took 2.5 hours to get to 50, and then at round 50, I decided to take a little break and kind of just pause the game, walked away for a little bit and did something, and I think any zombies player can relate to this. After taking a break, when you come back, you just don't play the same, and so this happened.
Dude, I'm about to go spank the last monkey.
No, don't start spanking the monkey in call, dude. Come on. We
Wait, I
talked
got mule
about
kick.
this.
Let's go. Wait, actually, let's go. I got mule kick, okay?
W.
That means I can start hitting box.
Yeah. Oh, I just took it down. How did that kill me? It was a small zombie. How, bro? I ran over him.
I got the Gale. Okay, I got the best gun for the early rounds except for the ray gun, of course.
Did not know zombies could come from there. Oh my. Oh, this
Wait,
game's
did you
basically
die, though?
over.
No, this pissing me off, man.
Wait, what, okay?
Like, what the fuck, man? This map is horrible. So in the span of about 5 minutes, I went from on round 50 with only 1 down, to now being on round 50 with no quick revives and a very much hurt hand after I went down and literally punched the crap out of my desk and was just actually so mad. But I recovered from that down fine and even got through round 50 to go on to 51, but now I'm in a pretty bad spot. Like I said, I want to get past round 54 because that's what Baby got to, but I now have no quick revives left because I kind of just completely threw on round 50 and took 2 downs. But I was still confident I'd be able to get through it because the spawns are very fast now, this horde up is easy, and those downs were both just kind of stupid, especially the one after I just recovered. I just didn't know zombies could come through that like little water slide thing right there. I didn't even know that thing existed until I just saw that and then used it to get back to this room after buying Jug. I'd never even seen that thing before in my entire life, so I did not know zombies could come through it, and they just trapped me and killed me and annoyed me so bad. And since I haven't talked about it much in a while, I'll kind of mention the ammo thing. Like I said earlier this video, this thing has 30 bullets on Pack-a-Punch, and it can kill a whole horde with 1 bullet, so I'm on round 52 without even having to Pack-a-Punch it. So, I mean, yeah, I hadn't really run into any ammo problems. Even if I ran out, I could simply go Pack-a-Punch. The Pack-a-Punch stone was the stone, like, right in front of Quick Revive, so I could literally just run to spawn, step on it, throw a monkey, and Pack-a-Punch pretty much anytime I wanted, but I wanted to keep it unpack-punched just to like hold off having to do a trade because I've never done trades on this map and I didn't want to die trying to do a trade because even though my goal was 54 and I knew I could get past that without having to do a trade, I didn't want to stop there. I just wanted to keep this game going and go as far as I possibly could. And then finally, nearly 3 hours into the game, I hit round 54, officially tying with Baby, but a tie is not acceptable. I need to beat him because he decided to just beat me for no reason at all. So I had to beat him just to prove myself that I am the Shang Master, even though it's his favorite map and I barely play it. And then after about a 7-minute round, which is really slow for 54, my strat was definitely very slow and not an actual, like, very good high round strat now that I'm, like, editing this and seeing it. But after that 7-minute round, I got to 55, beating his PB and showing that I am the true Shang Master. My game actually froze here for a second because I accidentally hit the Windows key, and I got really scared that I crashed my game literally as soon as I beat it, but it didn't. It was fine. I got to 55. And after 55, I didn't stop playing at all that night because I wanted to at least hit 60 that night. So I just kept playing for a while. And then at round 57, things took a turn for the absolute worst, with me, for whatever reason, just somehow turning into an absolute trash can and getting myself stuck multiple times and red screened, and then somehow making it out of this red screen only to just completely fumble again and just completely mess myself up and get red screened yet again, nearly die, luckily got a shot off to make that one a baby, but now I only have 2 shots left. But don't worry, I actually managed to baby gun these ones, get out with only 1 shot, and after escaping all of that, I got myself stuck in the same corner again, baby gun my way out of it, and had no ammo left, so I decided to just be safe, throw a monkey, and then just run straight to spawn, pack a punch because I literally have no ammo, and now I'll have a full 48 bullets in this thing when it's pack punch, and I can probably just spam, but realistically I shouldn't. I should just play smart, get to 60, and I think if you play, like, safe with the ammo, like, literally getting a full ward with every shot, you can probably play to, like, 70, maybe 80 without having to do a trade. Like I said earlier, and I've said many times, I'm not much of a Shang player, so don't take my word for it, but that's just my guess. And then about 3 hours and 45 minutes in, I finally hit round 60, and at round 60, I knew I was done for the night. Was just gonna pause, leave my game on overnight, and just hope that it didn't crash. And when I woke up the next day, not really in the morning, I think it was like 1 p.m., it actually didn't crash, so I figured I would just continue it on stream. And for whatever reason, anytime I continue a high round game on stream, it just goes completely wrong, and this was no exception. About 10 minutes into the stream, I just died on round 61. Alright. We've utilized the insta a bit. Baby gun is the best wonder weapon of all time. Definitely good, but I don't know about best just because it can't save you every time. Plutonium moment? I'm not even playing on plutonium. What? What? What did I get stuck on? What did I get stuck on? Yeah, so the game ended on 61, literally like 10 minutes into the stream, and after looking at that and talking to the chat right after it, apparently I got stuck on like the side of the waterfall when I tried to jump past it, so not only did the waterfall get me killed on 50 when zombies jumped out of it, but it got me stuck on 61 and killed me. So yeah, that's just great. I love the waterfall. But honestly, playing this, Shang has really grown on me and is probably my second favorite BO1 map now. And I beat Babies around 54, so suck it, and GG, I guess. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.